All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to start off by giving all praises and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect, pushing this word in all truth and in sincerity, risking life and livelihood in so doing, especially in these days and times. All right, shalom to the sisters, the children who watch and who learn. This is going to be a quick video. Okay, I'm gonna let you watch the first part of this video, and I'm just gonna jump around. All right, and fair use of this video. I'm maintaining a fair use for this video. This video is for educational purposes only. Okay, and here we go.
After your baby is born now, because a lot of confusion has been going on during the years. So now they are making it to you have to take a DNA test as soon as the baby is born with the dude that you claim to be the dad.
A new bill at the Ohio State House could soon offer DNA testing for newborns, not to check for diseases, but to confirm who their parents are. Now, this Right to Know Act would require hospitals to inform parents.
And this is going to let you know what kind of mother, what kind of person that the so-called black woman is, man. Okay, you got a lot of you jakes, you running up and listen, I'm guilty, brothers. Okay, you know, I try to get a heathen as best as I can. All right, but you know, and guess what? These black women, they're the modern day Canaanite women. All right, they're the modern day Canaanite women, man. So we're in a bad fucking situation, man. Very fucking bad, man. When you have to lay down and put your rod inside of a woman, okay, that another man has had his rod inside of, man, that's blasphemy. Okay, that's blasphemy, okay, against the spirit, man. Okay, that is blasphemy against the spirit, man. Now, I can understand if a woman hasn't been with a man in some months, okay. But if your woman is sneaking and creeping, okay, and men are putting their rods in her, okay, and then you come and put your rod in her, and man, that's blasphemy, man. That is blasphemy, and on that alone, this place just needs to be toasted, man. And so here it is. They have legislation that's being introduced to where, they may be about to get rid of child support, of the child support system, okay, because it's illegal anyway. All right. Now you have to watch the brother, the elder Malcolm, all right, of the GMS Chicago camp, all right. You will have to watch his videos, which he goes in on the child support system and how it's a fraud. Okay, it's a total fraud. And so now that it's been revealed, now they're they are considering doing away with child support unless you're a deadbeat. Okay. So now they're pushing legislation to whereas when a woman is pregnant, in order for her to get government benefits, because they have to, there has to be a father mentioned, okay, either alive or deceased, okay, in order for them to get the benefits, okay, because, a lot of times what the state will do, they will go after the father, okay, if the father is alive, if he's living and he, but here is, this new thing that they're introducing is that both parents have to surrender DNA. So now a woman just can't say, oh, he's my baby daddy, or can't just blame and put a baby on you. Okay, now, okay, you have the option. Okay, or now they're gonna make you take the DNA test. Okay, so hey, you brothers are gonna have to be more mindful of who you put your ride in, man. You're gonna have to be more mindful of who you put your ride in, man. You don't be out there just putting your ride in anybody, man. Okay, but they're gonna make it so that these women, they've been lying, man. Here it is. You just because you work a job and you're a good man, or you may be a handsome man. You feel that you're a handsome man. Okay, you're a ladies' man, and a woman puts a baby on you because she likes you. Okay, she likes your swag or whatever. Okay, but here she is. She didn't got knocked up. Okay, by Dexter St. Jock. Okay, because she can't resist the want for for a pounding. Okay, but she gets pregnant by Dexter St. Jock. Okay, but she puts the baby off on you. And while Dexter St. Jock, he gets to run around and pound and go to Pound Town on everybody for free, while you're paying for Pampers and Enfamil and Similac. And yeah, I'm sure you have no problem doing such a thing. Some of you brothers, all right. If that's your spirit, okay. That's not my spirit, okay. But yeah, man, and come to find out, okay, when the baby's grown, this is not even your child, in which this evil demonic bitch has known the whole time. So you even have men who really love women and have planted a seed in women, and these women have went and told other men because they like them, okay? Because it's not always just a Dexter St. Jock moment, okay? But some of these women, they want to live a certain lifestyle, okay? And so now, someone else is raising your seed, whooping them and shit, beating them upside the head. And she doesn't have a problem with doing this. Listen, man, and she talks about no accountability, but I put this on Esau, okay? This is the results of Esau, the so-called white man. That's why this man has to be, that's why the Lord has to come, man. That's why the Lord has to come. If the so-called white man is good and wholesome, well, we'll see when the Lord gets here, okay? Just let the Lord waltz on in and see, how wholesome and good you so-called white people have been on the planet Earth. Wait till the Lord shows up, okay?
Of the option of DNA testing right after a birth is passed, both mom and dad would be alerted of the testing opportunity, but they are not required to take advantage of it. State Representative Josh Williams of Toledo introduced the legislation, saying it could help reduce the number of paternity court cases in the state.
Okay, Ohio parents, listen up. There's a new bill, because they like to keep throwing bills at us, that's being proposed. It is called the Right to Know Act, and it can totally change what happens in the hospital when your baby is born. If parents go into the hospital and they have a baby and they are not married, the hospital is required, well, if this bill passes, the hospital will be required to offer a DNA test before.
And see, the black woman doesn't like that. She don't like that. She don't like it. This woman telling the story, she don't like that idea. No black woman is going to like this idea. Okay? They're not welcoming this. Okay? Just like they're not welcoming abortion. See? And this is Esau's fault, man. Because this hard-headed bitch, man, okay? She needs a combo, okay? But don't give her a combo, okay? Don't give her a BK combo, man. Don't give her a Burger King combo, man. Just you know, if you can resist it, okay? Just resist the devil, okay? Because Satan is in her, man. To keep a fire up under you, man.
Or the mother puts the father on the birth certificate.
I think when you have a baby, you should take the baby and get tested immediately.
You think so?
I think so.
Some people don't want to do that.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
What about you? Really? You think the baby should get tested in any situation?
Well, no, I mean, I tested myself and my queen as it pertains to us long before we got to that point where we're even considering children. But in this day and age, there's certain things you have to do.
Supporters of this bill say that this protects kids. It gives them the clear legal paternity from day one. There is no questioning whether or not someone is their father or not. And other supporters say it can eliminate kids learning further down the road that someone is not their father when they thought it was.
I said, Auntie, I'm getting ready to go talk to Dad. And my aunt said, oh, you mean the man that raised you? What?
Stephen, this credit improvement success permit is stunning.
What? Can you imagine the grown you hearing that? Yeah, for the first time. I'm like, what? That wasn't your. She go, to talk to your mom.
Because too many people don't have morals. People step out. People do all kinds of crazy things. They pretend to be one way. They're completely different way. 3 months into the relationship, a year into the relationship. So it depends. You have to know you with a very, very, very solid person who has their own set of principles to where they won't betray themselves by going out and doing something like that.
My world is, now you don't got my world just got blew up. I already don't look like nobody in the family. Then you tell me the man that raised me. I go to my mama and I said, Mama, I need to ask you a question before I leave. Please be honest with me. I said, Mama, is Daddy my real daddy? Tell you what she did. Boy, and walked off.
When they work at DNA testing centers, one guy had to quit. One guy still works there. He told me 40% of the children are not the man's child. 40%. He said 40%.
Somebody cool,
and
boring.
it's usually.
So, brothers, you don't know that that's your baby. Excuse me for crunching. Okay? This is a tough subject. Because we dealing with some very demonic ass whores, man. I'm telling you. And they're gonna use a trauma or something that they've gone through to and man, it is just what it is, man.
DNA testing.
It's two scenarios. It's where the woman, the person getting a DNA test because the woman claims that is their child. Turns out it's not. The other one is where the parent is on the deathbed and makes a confession, or they need a liver transplant, blood transfusion, and the blood type. There's no way that can actually be the father. So then they find out that because of medical reasons. You mean that's not my father? Then the father finds out from that way. He said it took such a toll on him that he could no longer do it because he would be sitting on the phone counseling the men and the grown children who these women falsely accuse. We see it on moral, we see it on paternity court, but yet we say men need to be held accountable.
That's not an answer. It wasn't the answer you wanted to hear, but you got the answer. Boy, gone with that. That's not an answer. Yay or nay? Yes or no is the answer. Did you ask her again? Did you ever ask her again? No. Because I knew she wasn't going to answer.
I will never be put in a position where you will ever be able to do me like that again. And so for 23 years, I did not see or speak to my biological mother. So when this happened last year, and after all that I've gone through, and to still get these denials. And listen, your mother don't care, man. That's how these bitches is, man. She don't care that she lied to you. Okay, she's mad at her sister for telling you. But she doesn't care. Okay? She doesn't care. I'm not good. I'm good. I'm good. For me, there's nothing else. Two DNA tests? You denied 2 DNA tests? I'm good.
In all, polite savages, there's just one simple question that we need to ask ourselves. Why would anybody be so upset that this would be mandatory? It shouldn't even be a question of a man asking a woman to do it. This should just be something that happens automatically. And if that's the case, then why would anybody be against it? Why are they going to come up and say that, oh, this costs too much money. I don't want to have to incur the cost of this or that or blah, 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 blah. Well, the bottom line is this. A lady would much rather let somebody go on their entire life paying for a child that's not theirs than the fact that their infidelity, the fact that their looseness, the fact that maybe they just weren't honest enough come to light. Because some of these ladies of the community are hide-and-seek champions when it comes to accountability. You dig?
Find out that she's just a nothing-ass whore. See? And no one's going to spend time or money on a nothing-ass whore. Ain't no man going to do that. And so a woman knows that. She would be as less as a sock with 3 holes in it. Okay, you would cherish a sock with 3 holes in it more than you would cherish a whore. Well, a man, an upright man, all right? A real man, okay? A real man would. You know, you have a lack of that. That is, you know, a lack of that in the earth, okay? Because again, most of you have not fled Babylon, so you're going to die here. You're going to see your children, loved ones perish. And maybe even yourself, okay, due to your rebelliousness, all right?
To be the dad. The dad.
As adults, a lot of times we don't get closure of things that mess with us when we were a child or that have been through our life.
With the women that go on the Maury show, and I'm telling you, they go crazy. He should have been doing this before the DNA test comes out, by the way. They're going crazy because what? They're trying to keep an image, right? The problem is, the reason why MTR was talking about, okay, DNA test should be mandatory. The reason why they won't do it is because women's image would be destroyed. Women want an image in this society, and their image is going to be destroyed. So what they will prefer to do is lie, because there are many people, most people, believe that women are quite innocent, believe that they're the ones that are always a victim, right? What will happen is their image will be destroyed and they'll be seen for who they are, and they don't want it.
And to be the dad. The dad cannot sign that birth certificate until the DNA results come back that the child is his. I feel like this is a very good thing nowadays, because sometimes the mom might be confused, don't know who the baby daddy is, and point it to the person that she thinks the baby daddy is.
Y'all be cheating on y'all boyfriend and y'all get pregnant. Why do y'all tell y'all so? Just let your boyfriend be the baby daddy. Just let it be what it is. You don't have to tell him nothing. And when he gets to question you, gaslight him. Like, so you really think it's not your baby? And if you have to, even threaten him. Say, if we got to do the DNA test, my baby not getting your last name.
I think that the United States making DNA testing mandatory is stupid. I don't think that, you know, it's something that if you feel like you need a DNA test, go do that on your own time because you feel that way. I don't think every person is...
So let me say this, brothers, okay? Hey, I don't put shit past a bitch, all right? And listen, Okay, I don't put shit past a bitch. So, when nothing shocked me, okay? But brothers, these women are not for you, okay? They're not on your part. They're not here for you, okay? Now, you see a black woman with an Edomite, he could be a fat, walrus-looking ass fucking, Edomite, and he will have no problems from that heifer, okay? He will have no problems out of her. Okay, you got Captain Tazariak, okay? He's going on a blitz, talking about the black man, okay, dating white women. Well, you got to be out of your damn mind, okay, when you're dealing with a damn black woman, man. You got to be completely out of your damn mind, man. Okay? And that's where they'll have you. None of these black women think that it's okay that the father of the child should be able to have a DNA test automatically. There's a problem with that. Because they know, once that man knows that is not his child, that weak-ass pussy that she has from the beginning, and it's weak. You niggas know that box that you're getting is weak. But you, Jake, the black man has a good imagination. Okay? So you make yourself believe that it's more than what it is. Okay? Now, with you, she'll diss you. If you get you get a tender dick, or you get wormy, or you get a gummy dick, and you go down, she'll talk about you and drag you. But when that box is loose like Mother Goose, when it's as dry as the Mojave Desert, okay, she expects you to still foot the bill. Okay? She's lazy. Okay? No more sloppy toppy. Oh, my neck hurt problems. And that's why they always offering that whack box. They don't offer anything else, no money or nothing to you men, man. They offer you that box because everyone has had it. And most people, and so they women are full of fucking lies, man. Look at them. Fake hair, fake nails, fake eyelashes. Okay? And then they'll try to point the finger. Oh, you get a lot of bitches. And this place got to go, man. So this is just part one, all right? Because, I'm unable to bring out any scriptures now, trying to, roughly paraphrase scriptures, but got to start my shift. So this will just be part one of this video, all right? And Lord willing, I'll be able to get back around to it. But, it's enough for me. It makes my stomach hurt, man. Okay? And brothers, just, try as much as you can to retain yourself, man. Okay? But this is just a reality. Okay? So with that being said, till next time, Shalom.